Hello, good evening. It's Friday, 28th of February. Tomorrow is our extra day. Hey, what a year to have an extra day, eh? The year of the virus, the year of the COVID virus 2019. I'm going to show you, if you probably look over my shoulder, this guy, can you see him? Where is he? I don't know. This guy here behind me, scavenging in the dustbins. People are making money. You can't see him very well, but I can't. See? Can you see him? Well, behind me. I'm so bad at this. Oh, there. There he is. Where are we going? There. Goes around all the dustbins. It's a recycling community, you know. He's just a private guy. He's not the local guy. He's not a part of the management. He's just scavenging the dustbins for cardboard, bottles, cans. They make money. A lot of it are the older people. You don't see younger people doing it. You don't see young people doing it. You see old people doing it. And it probably doesn't make them a huge amount of money, but you know, they've come. These older guys have come from a tradition of, you know, you make every penny you can. So yeah, that's what he was doing, and you see people a lot doing that in China, out on the streets, going through the bins, picking up plastic bottles, going through the trash. I got to admit that one of the things I watch on YouTube are scrappers, dumpster divers. Go and watch some of the dumpster diver YouTube channels and you will see the amount of rubbish, well not rubbish, the amount of stuff that we throw away and put in landfill. It is absolutely amazing. Really, go onto YouTube and look for some dumpster divers. Go and watch Mick the Scavenger. He's very funny, but you know, he pulls such a lot of stuff out of dumpsters. There's another guy called Vid Vulture. Go and watch Vid Vulture and see what he pulls out of dumpsters. They make a living out of it. Brand new stuff. Put in the dumpsters. Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about that, but you know, serendipity and all that. Yeah, go and watch some of those dumpster divers and be amazed. Computers, laptops, phones, iPhones. The stuff they pull out of dumpsters is amazing. Brand new clothes, still with the tags on. It's amazing. How quiet it is. Listen. So quiet. No traffic. Usually it's quite noisy, but at the moment, you know, with people staying in, it's very quiet. It's very nice, calm, peaceful to take the dog for a walk. Yeah, so this has been the end of my first week. This is the end of my first week of working online. I'm just going to switch this off and then switch it on again because it's easier to upload. Yeah, it's easier to upload if you record in segments. So my first week of online teaching, what an experience that has been. Who could believe sitting in front of the computer is so tiring? I much prefer teaching in the classroom. And I'm very dynamic in the classroom. I move a lot, you know. I can do 10, 11, 12, 13,000 steps in a day in a classroom. But sitting on my ass in front of a computer, wow, that's so tiring. It's really tiring for 90 minutes. So each class is 90 minutes. Well, it's 40 minutes, and then we get a 10-minute break, and then we do 40 minutes. Normally in the university, I don't do the 10-minute break. We just do it. We just do the whole lot. Don't stop at all. But here it's very difficult. One class I had 50 students. Can you imagine 50 students online? It's just a nightmare. And it was so noisy. And I had to learn how to use the platform because I've never done it before. I have done online teaching, one-to-one. One-to-one is easy. But when you've got 50 students. 50 students in the classroom. And what a racket. Slurping their coffee, chomping on their breakfast. They're sat there in their pajamas. Yeah. Fortunately, I found a mute button. I could mute their microphones. But it's been a really different experience. And tomorrow I've got 5 online students. Individual, face-to-face, which is not so bad at all. Just changed my hand, my arm was hurting. Oh, I'll take it back. That's the hand the dog's leads on. So it's a different experience teaching online. I don't know. It's you just got to do the best you can, really, in this situation. It's not the same dynamic. And my 50 plus class is for public speaking. How the hell am I going to get them all to give a speech? My last semester, I taught it last semester, but I had 3 classes of about 30 each. So that was sort of manageable. I managed it. But the thing about China is, you see, is regardless of what they want you to do, you don't get any help, support, or advice because you're the foreign expert. That's what we have to get. When we come to China, we have to get a foreign expert certificate. You know, we've got our degrees. Come this way, dog. This way. Come on. Dog wants to go the other way. Come on, Snook, come on. Too many interesting scents. So, you're the foreign expert. And so, because you're the foreign expert, you're expected to know how to do this stuff. You know, you're expected to know at the drop of a hat how to run an online class with 50 students in it. I mean, basically all you can do is to create a PPT and put the PPT up and run through the PPT. But I know that I'm going to have to get them to speak, aren't I? I'm going to have to get them to do their speeches. I'm not looking forward to it, you know. I'm really not looking forward to it. It gives me a lot of stress. Keeps me awake at night, to be honest. It really does. You know, I wake up early, too early, stressed that, you know, I've got to do these classes. I know what I'm doing. I've got all the stuff. I did it last semester. But how do you fit it into the online model? Come on, dog, we're going home now. I want to go. It's really it's nice and quiet at the moment. And it's cool but not cold. It's not hot. The only noise I can hear is the tinnitus in my ears. The legacy of working in a factory, or in factories many years ago, in noisy factories, when your bosses didn't have to give you ear defenders. I could probably sue them if they were still around. So the only person I've seen is the scavenger, the womble. Oh look, there's somebody else scurrying back to the apartments. Despite everything, you know, I guess this experience in China has been different. I mean, it's one for the history books, isn't it? It'll be in the history books. I was talking about being in the history books to a friend of mine, an American friend, who teaches in one of the other provinces, and here in Hangzhou, there's a big literary tradition. Poets, you know, poets who are 1,000-year-old poets. And sort of tongue-in-cheek, I was allying myself with these 1,000-year-old poets, these famous Chinese poets, because I'm in Hangzhou and I write. And I get published in local newspapers, in the expat magazines and the expat newspapers. You can find my writing on my webpage, on my blog. I think I put most of them there, or you can go to my website, www.rob-burton.co.uk, and you can find my writing there. So I don't know, can I align myself with the poets of Hangzhou? The very famous ones, Su Po. Remember, we were on the Su Causeway. We were on the Su Causeway on last Sunday. We're getting in the lift now. Come on, dog. Dog, come on. Press the button. Yeah, Sung Dong Po, very famous Chinese poet, and we were on the Su Causeway on Westlake. He's also known as Su Shi. I'll find some of these poems and put it on the bottom of this post so you can see. Anyway, we are going to our apartment, which is over my shoulder down there. We're on the 9th floor. Let me turn the camera around. So that light just came on very spookily. You've seen this before. Looking out. And we're going to our apartment. These are all the New Year good luck things we've got on our door. And this is next door. They've still got the seal. So I'm going to say good night now. Good night. Mm-hmm.